What's up, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this POV review by 2.0. My name is Martin, and today I'm taking a look at this, the all-new CUPRA TERRAMAR VZ. The all-new CUPRA TERRAMAR VZ. And not too long ago I made a review on this exact road with the Born VZ and with the Tavascan VZ and also with the Formentor VZ. Now, the Born and the Formentor VZ were absolute beauties, really good cars. The Tavascan I thought was a bit disappointing. So yeah, we're just going to see what this is, because this is another VW Group crossover. I think they're exaggerating a bit because I just think there are too many. How are they differentiating from each other? So this is a little larger than a Formentor. It also really looks a little larger, a little more high up, maybe a little more like off-roady SUV is instead of the sporty crossover that the Formentor is. I think that's the approach we should take. So let's have a look at what we have here. Sport Contact 6 tires on a 20-inch optional wheel. With the VZ models you get 19s as standard, but optionally you can upgrade to the 20s. It does come with a great tire because the Sport Contact 6 is an awesome tire. You can also optionally get these upgrade brakes. They are 2.4K, 2.3K, something like that. And they are 375mm in the front. So that does seem like a proper performance brake. Little Cayman GTS, enjoying the canyons. From the side it does look like a more practical car than the Formentor, I have to admit, but it's only 7 centimeters longer, so it's not that much. I know a lot of you guys would like an extra 7, but so the first thing I noticed is that we have a VZ, but we don't have a VZ badge. So VZ is sort of the sporty Cupra, and Cupra by itself should be a sporty brand, as it was once the performance label of Seat. So that's really weird. Secondly, we don't have any exhausts, so this should be the sporty model, and with the Formentor you could even get like an Akrapovic on there, as with the Leon and maybe even the Ateca. I'm not too sure, because we also have that, a Cupra Ateca, we have the Cupra Formentor, we have the Tavascan, we have this. It's insane how many crossover this sort of sporty brand has. I just don't get it. And then underneath here is the 2-liter turbocharged engine linked to a 7-speed DSG. It's 265 horsepower and 400 Newton meters. Formentor VZ came with 333 horsepower. So I'm not too sure what's going on there. The Cupra Ateca also 300 plus horsepower. So why are they doing this? Why are we getting 265 in this? I don't get it. I really don't. It's the most expensive one of them all, and you get the least amount of power. Seems a bit weird. 0 to 100, 5.9 seconds. And a top speed of 243 kilometers an hour. I do think it looks rather good, but not as good as a Formentor. So let's just check it out on this beautiful road right here. So we have all these copper details on the interior, which is the Cupra way, and you get these one-piece bucket seats with the V in there, and they're not really bucket seats. They call them bucket seats, but they're just one-piece seats, and you don't really have all that much side support, which we could use. And with the Born, the Formentor, you can optionally get the fantastic sabled bucket seats, but you cannot in this. Again, this is the most expensive model. What is very good though is how they managed all the nanny systems in this car. There's a button right here, then we have lane assist. Just with one click I can turn it off, and the speed warning. So that's really convenient, really like that. Here we have the sort of gear lever to put it into, let's put it into sport mode. With this we can toggle between driving modes, and we have a starter button on the steering wheel because it's a very sporty car. So drive profile, if you remember, with individual you can alter the dampers. Now these have the Pro dampers with a 2-valve system, so it's completely variable, and that means you can go past comfort or even past CUPRA mode in terms of stiffness of the dampers, which I think is really good. So we're going to start in the most comfy setting, and in individual mode you can also select the 4-wheel drive mode, steering, engine, sound, AC, ACC and climate. So that's really convenient. There's a lot to like alter to your needs. So later on we're also going to do 0 to 100 with race box. Okay, let's get started. So let's just start in the most comfy setting in terms of dampers. Oh yeah, you can definitely notice the soft damper setting. I have to admit, it is very fluent and the damper quality is really good. The engine though, it's a bit underwhelming. I would have liked that 333 horsepower unit in here, because it's quite a heavy car, and why the hell not, you know? Why did they choose for this way less powerful unit? I just don't get it. Okay, let's just put it into CUPRA mode first. Off-road, snow, comfy, performance, CUPRA. Okay, we get some fake sound, and you can definitely tell that the dampers have changed by quite a lot. It is way faster to react to your steering input, and that bandwidth, I have to admit, is very impressive. But I don't feel any connection to the front wheels. That to me is a bit disappointing, because the Formentor was like very sharp to drive, really communicative, and through the seat, through the steering wheel, and you know, there's nothing of that in this car. It's just like you watch it react. You're like a witness to it reacting instead of feeling it. It does it in a very nice way, but there is no connection. There really isn't. Oh my god, stop putting all this crap in these press cars. I don't want a freaking pack of water. 2 freaking variant even. Okay, that was me ranting. Let's see how she behaves if I push it for a little bit. Easy in sport mode. Ooh, that was very naughty, I guess. Okay, I have to admit, it is pretty capable. It is better than the Tavascan, let me tell you. But it has a problem, and it's called the Formentor. That car is just one of the best if not the best little crossover, sporty crossover you can buy. This is impressive, I have to admit. I just didn't expect it would do this. So in that regard, I'm really like positively surprised by the car, but it's just really not as good as the Formentor, which offers so much more, like in every way, other than, you know, being more practical and larger. That's basically it. Like, even if I want to push it into understeer, it sort of doesn't, and that is really impressive. I mean, if you're like a dad on your holiday in Spain with the kids, you can really make them sick. So, you know, a good tire does a lot for a car, and this really shows. So there's also a plug-in hybrid variant, which does seem to water down the VZ label even more, because, you know, it's way heavier. It's the 1.5 TSI linked to an electric engine. It can do 120 kilometers fully electric, which is super impressive. I just don't think it deserves the VZ badge. Because what is the VZ badge, Cupra? Let me just explain to me, what is the VZ badge? Because you guys are all over the place. It's like, there should be a baseline for what a VZ is, in terms of performance, in terms of handling, and I just, you know, I can't seem to like set that bar, set that baseline. And I don't think you can, so let's find out what it will do 0 to 100. So the Terramar VZ 2 liter. It is quite a good car, just suffers from its little brother, the Formentor VZ, which is an amazing car. This seems to live in its shadows. But if you're looking for space, if you want something different, something a little more exciting than your average Skoda or VW Tiguan, this might be it. It is very spacious, very practical, and it does offer that little spark of sportiness and dynamic driving that you might want. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video, and hope to see you at the next one. Go subscribe to our channel, go check out this video, and definitely check out the POV reviews playlist. Thanks guys, bye.